Mr. Iyer, an alliance that can be a game changer. It can help Congress slow down Modi, like you're trying to do in Bihar with Lalu and Paswan. Why aren't you being able to do it?
I'm so glad that you're at last becoming politically sensible.
Yes.
And we have long been politically sensible. What has come as a revelation to you has been obvious to us for a long time. And there are still many months to go before the nominations start getting filed.
So you're saying there's a possibility that a handshake with the elephant could still happen?
I think it's very much on the cards. I don't know whether it will happen because, as you quite correctly pointed out, Mayawati is not showing any inclination to be Barkis. So it does take two hands to have a handshake. But it is a strategy that could be adopted, which is one of the reasons why I have grave doubts about making any predictions about the elections at this stage, when many of the alliances, not only in UP, but in several other states, including my own state of Tamil Nadu, are far from decided. Another point I wish to make before you go on is that there's a contradiction in two sets. Here it shows 2014, 27%. But you had another which showed him at 30% in 2014.
That was
and
seat
the difference
share.
Is if
that
I
was
look
seat
at,
share, sir. 30 is seats.
So it can't be.
Seats.
It can't be because it'll be about 28. It'll be about 28. Taking what happened in this chart of yours, which went at 28%, you got 29. So at 27%, it should be a little.
No, but Uttar Pradesh politics is way
No, but at this present stage, Uttar Pradesh politics is unpredictable, but it's also, Rahul, unpredictable for the BJP. So don't rah-rah for them.
No,
the fact of the matter
there are two.
They will increase the number of their seats. But we are not looking at a scenario, as some had projected, certainly as Amit Shah and people had talked about, of 50 seats and 60 seats going to the BJP.
No, but that's not happening. Just one second. I want to build. Just one second. I want to build on why Mayawati is not coming with the Congress. And we asked three senior leaders, Javed, about whether there's a possibility of an alliance. And they said two things. One, Mayawati wants a national alliance. She doesn't just want an alliance in Uttar Pradesh. She wants an alliance in Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, where they have pockets of influence. And that is something the Congress doesn't want because they believe that could be dangerous in the long term for the Congress. Is there a possibility that there still could be this game changer of an alliance?
I mean, there's always a possibility in politics, but you know, most parties, you have an alliance when you believe that the other side can also bring to the table something. Unfortunately, the Congress is in a position in Uttar Pradesh where it cannot bring too much. At least in this is the view that several BSP leaders have.
Except
and
that
the SP
these
leaders.
figures, I'm hoping they're looking at the program. He says that were the two parties to come together, this alliance gets the largest vote share.
This analysis is quite faulty.
Why is that?
Because you cannot get, you see, BSP and Congress, the Congress vote does not transfer to the BSP. Simply adding up these numbers.
I'll tell you what's happening.
No, you have.
One second. I will tell you what's happening.
This is
what
not
we
transferable.
see the moment the question is asked about whether people's voting preference would change if the Congress and the BSP were together. And I want to put that question to Sudhanshu Trivedi. The difference that we see is that the Muslims who were earlier fragmented come rally around this secular coalition because they're unhappy with the Samajwadi Party for having let them down in Muzaffarnagar. We're seeing the Muslims, because the Congress is now on the same ticket, rally behind the BSP and the Congress alliance, taking away from the SP's Muslim support, which is why this alliance could pose a big threat to Modi and to you, Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi.
I would like to put one point, that there is a difference between the politics and psephology. In politics, it's not always 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. I would like to add what Mr. Jeeval Narasimha Rao has said, that if Congress enters into an alliance with BJP,
BSP.
Congress
are you asking for an alliance with with Congress? Sudhanshu Trivedi, that's just a slip of tongue. Don't worry. Go on.
Sorry, Congress alliance with BSP. Sorry.
That's a Freudian slip, maybe.
The traditional Congress voter is either goes to Congress or goes to BJP. It never transforms to BSP. And this I can give you with the previous example. The last Congress BSP alliance in Uttar Pradesh was in 1996. And look what happened. In 1993 State Assembly Vidhan Sabha, the Congress was having 56 MLAs. And after entering into an alliance with BSP, their number reduced to 23. And BSP gained, but Congress couldn't gain because the entire voter which was of the Congress, they shifted towards BJP. And the other thing, once you are saying that the two castes coming together, then the caste sentiment is sensitive enough and intelligent enough to react. If all the minority votes shift towards the Congress and BSP alliance, which they are expecting, then you cannot predict that the other voters which are with SP, as your survey is already saying that BJP is getting the biggest share in OBC votes, then the rest of the OBC vote will react in which manner, which cannot be judged by just psephology.
Sure.
It is a human psychology.
Sure, there's psychology and there's politics on the ground, and that's a point I can see. But I want to go across to Shiv Vishwanathan.
It is the chemistry. I would like to say it's not mathematics, it is going to be the chemistry. And what the chemistry will result, when the people will see, even if happens, we are confident that after 2014, BJP will get much more seats.
No, there's chemistry, but there's also mathematics. And there is the factor of Muslim vote, Shiv Vishwanathan, currently getting fragmented three ways. This poll shows that if the BSP and the Congress were to come together on the same ticket, a lot of the SP Muslim support would move towards the Congress-BSP alliance because they would believe that together they would be able to halt Narendra Modi. What are you making of the possibility of Behenji inviting Rahul on the same elephant?
Right now I'm doubtful. But I think if a week is a long time in politics, Mayawati is a master of the weekly game. So I think, let me first put it here. But something stuns me. I can understand the facility with numbers the group is showing. But if you look at it, the sociology they use is from the 50s and 60s. So what you're seeing here is a dated sociology and a contemporary maths. I think this particular combination is worrying me a bit.
That's a reality.
I mean, the
facility
with sociology is being thrown around. It's an outdated sociology.
2 points that
I mean, everyone's quoting Srinivas, who is a micro-sociologist, and you're using it to actually talk about the logic of macro numbers. I think there is a problem here that we have to face in the future.